Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We're over on Goresh's Twitter with the V-Jump scans translated. He's retweeted Dokkan's tweet about the V-Jump scans, which I saw earlier, but I want to make a video on it talking about the new event that is on the way. But before we do get into that, if you could drop a like on the video and subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to let me know down in the comments what you think about this new event and what you think about the ideas going into the 350 mil worldwide download celebration. But yeah, let's get into it. So I've already seen all of this. You know, we have the Legends portion up here, which I don't really care about. We have the Bulma event, the Easy Ace for the Ginyu Force, and then this new event here, which I immediately, by the way, sent a screenshot into my group chat with my friends. My friend actually sent me the translations from Goresh. Here we are now doing this. And the translations are: Dokkan first new challenge event, Super Fierce Fight complete works. Experience historic battles through two different perspectives, build teams, and then he actually puts the correction down here, pursuant to the conditions, and clear the event to obtain a support memory. And Goresh says sounds similar to the God event to me, which it does to me as well. But there's one thing I'm quite curious on, and that is this bit here, which is two different perspectives. So, and how that could work and how this event could work as a format in general. But one thing I'm surprised they haven't done an event like this in Dokkan before now. We're 6 years deep into the game and we're finally getting an event where you essentially take on each major villain from each arc throughout the entirety of Dragon Ball Z. I think it's dope. I've wanted something like this for a while. In terms of how they do it, they could fully do it similar to the God event and a similar style to also ESBR and SBR, which is, you know, you click on the event, the Super Fierce Fight Complete Works event, and then there's you know, tabs that say, you know, Saiyan Saga, Planet Namek Saga, Cell Saga, Majin Buu Saga. You click on one of them, you take them on like you do the God event. Each villain, each boss has their built like mechanics the way the God event does. You know, one might seal, one might stun, one might lower your attack, one might lower your defense, one might even do both. One might lock your units in place. You know, one might have a rage mode attached to it, one might have a transformation and switch type, you know, those type of things. I think that's quite cool, keeps things fresh, keeps things difficult, you know, keeps things on your toes. So maybe, you know, the difficulty might be similar to the God event, or maybe even the way the style of the event plays out. But it does look like we are getting an event essentially where you take on each major villain from each major arc. Or maybe they could do it similar to the LGE event, but with similar mechanics and difficulty to the God event, where you go into one, not continuous or endless, but, you know, drawn out event where there's no break, there's no reset, there's no done, do the next one. It's just one whole event you have to complete. Has God event style difficulty maybe, or close to, similar to the LG format though, or where it works in the LG format. You take on, for example, Vegeta, continuous on, or continued on into the Frieza phase of the event, into Cell, into Majin Buu, or Kid Buu, shall I say, and maybe it works like that. But I feel like that would probably be too difficult, so maybe not like that, but we'll have to see. One thing I think though for certain is I don't think it will be almost like an exact replicant of the God event, otherwise it's just a reskin, so it probably won't work exactly like that. Probably similar though, as Gresh says, it sounds similar. It probably will work similar, maybe not to the exact T, but we'll have to see. But the next thing, as I said, the thing that really intrigued me was experience historic battles through two different perspectives. So I'm guessing the first time you do it around, and to kind of fit this portion of the tweet, which is essentially build teams based on conditions, maybe, for example, you go into the Namek Saga where you're facing Frieza. Maybe you have to take pure Saiyans category super type allies. Maybe you can only take, when you do it against the villains, which is the major villains throughout Dragon Ball Z, maybe you can only take super type teams. Maybe you can only take certain super type category teams into each different stage. You know, who knows? And then the second perspective can only be one thing to me, but then again, I could easily be wrong, which is maybe the second time you go through it, maybe you take an extreme team, you take the villains. So maybe instead of a pure super type team, you take a full extreme team. Maybe in a full extreme team, for example, a full extreme, you know, Cell Saga team, or Android Saga team, or a full extreme Majin Buu Saga team, or a full Extreme Planet Namek Saga team. Even though I do think there's probably... Actually, no, there is. Especially with the likes of Ginyu Force getting a easy A. So maybe there's that. Maybe you have to take certain category teams, but you can only take super type teams and then only take extreme version of the teams. Or maybe it's just super and extreme type teams, no category, you know, conditions. But I feel like the conditions probably will be a little bit stricter. We'll have to see again on that. Or maybe it's only extreme teams from a certain type. Who knows? We'll have to see for that one. The second perspective, I thought probably would work like this. So obviously you take through with a super type team, you face Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, Kid Buu. Go through with an extreme team, however, this time, and then maybe you fight a different variant of Goku from each major historic battle, as they call it, in that saga. So you go into the Saiyan saga, you take on Kaioken and Goku. You go into Namek saga, you fight Super Saiyan Goku. You go into Cell saga, you fight maybe Super Saiyan 2 Goku. You go into Kid Buu saga or the Majin Buu saga, and then you fight Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or maybe a Spirit Bomb Goku, or maybe that's where the mechanics tie in, or maybe you fight Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in the Cell saga instead. Who knows? As I said, it does follow, or it says experience historic battles through two different perspectives. And then again, maybe that's where the mechanics come in. Maybe Super Saiyan Goku lowers your defense, lowers your attack. Maybe one of them seals, one of them stuns. Maybe there is Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but then he changes into Spirit Bomb Goku, and now you have a countdown before he one-shots you with a Spirit Bomb. Maybe mechanics like that. But I don't know, the event sounds really interesting. I said I still haven't finished the original God event. But, you know, I'm probably going to have to get that done now as well. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do it. It does really sound like an interesting, fun event. And I'm quite intrigued of how difficult it'll be as well, especially if Goresh is saying it sounds similar to the God event. But yeah, let me know what you think about the event down in the comments, off your initial thoughts. Do you like the sound of it? Do you not? What's your ideas of how this event will work? Let me know down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. And peace.